257,000 unique audience, and more than 60,000 followers. Kabayan Radio, Kabayan Radio 94.3 FM is the best. Is the best marketplace for your advertisements. For inquiries, please contact our sales and marketing department at 44994944 or email info@kabayanfm.com.
You're listening to the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar. 94.3 Qabayan Radio.
Qabayan Radio 94.3, loud and proud.
Mga kababayan.
Qabayan Radio 94.3.
94.3. 94.3. Qabayan Radio.
Qabayan Radio.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
And all-time favorites.
The music.
Mga kababayan.
The entertainment.
Wow! I feel good.
A Filipino touch. Pinoy proud. Qabayan Radio. Qabayan Radio. 94.3. A variety of both original Filipino music, or OPM, and international music. Latest news, hot topics, and many more. 94.3 Qabayan Radio.
Baby, let's go.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
A wonderful evening mga kabayan. You are tuned in to the first and the only Filipino radio station here in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. Tonight is another episode of Usapang Qabayan. Kasama niyo po ako si Kenzo.
And of course, RJ Andy, mga kabayan. And partner, very excited ako kasi this was supposed to air last month pa because it was the month for women.
Right.
But however, of course, sa dami ng ganap natin,
Activities, ano?
yes, because of course, meron tayong Philippine Independence Day 2023. So ngayon ay at last dito na po sila,
Yeah,
mga kabayan. We will be inspired by the stories of these empowered women.
And of course, ang mga kasama natin ay ang mga representatives from the I Am Filipina na organization. And of course, simulan natin sa pag-introduce sa mga makakasama natin for tonight. Of course, one of our guests is one of the successful Filipinos in the state of Qatar, and she has been working overseas for the past 20 years. She has worked in Dubai, in the US, Singapore, and also here in Qatar for the last 8 years. And she has worked in a number of industries.
Wow.
But at the moment, she is currently working as the head of research and market analyst in a financial industry and who focuses on business growth and business acquisition. And she is also the 2022 Marilag Awardee in an entrepreneurial category awarded by the Philippine Embassy, Doha and Polo Owa. So without further ado, let's all welcome the CEO and founder of the Philippine Institutional Institute Qatar, Ms. Annalisa Dayet.
Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to Qabayan Radio 94.3, and I would like to thank this opportunity to Qabayan Radio for airing us tonight to witness and to share to you about I Am Filipina.
Welcome po. Thank you so much. And of course, hindi din magpapahuli ang ating second guest for tonight. She's a certified organization development coach and a seasoned management consultant with over 15 years of cross-functional expertise in strategy development, corporate planning, organization development, and design. And she's also a certified project management professional. And did you know, partner, that she's also the deputy head and lead of mentoring committee of Qatar Professionals Women's Network and a non-profit community organization for women, a member of Qatar HR Forum, and recently co-founded I Am Filipina. We've got Miss Carmela Palma over here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us tonight.
Ayan. So, partner, napaka-exciting ng gabing ito kasi ang dami ding mga I Am Filipino followers na nakikinig at nakikiview sa ating Facebook Live. By the way, we are live na live po ngayon sa ating Facebook page, and this will also be
broadcasted on air sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 na frequency. And I'm sure a lot of the Filipinos here in Qatar, especially the women, would want to know more about I Am Filipina. Kasi 'di ba talagang in the past decades we've been talking about women empowerment.
Yes, that's right.
So, if I may ask, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng I Am Filipina?
Okay. So I Am Filipina actually started, as it's just a chat between Anna and I. I've been into women mentoring. That's part also of my dissertation for my doctorate degree. And Anna is also passionate in teaching and networking and all of that. So we joined forces, and we said, okay, let's set up a small group, and then maybe it will expand later on. And then we coined the term, the name. So we were like, it should be something Filipina and something like that. And then finally we're having a Japanese a lunch, and then we said, why not I am, and then we said, so it's I for inspire, A for achieve, and the M to motivate. So I Am Filipina.
Okay. So yung pala yung ibig sabihin, inspire,
achieve and motivate. And take note, we check also the Google if there is the same concept. So we didn't find anything, so it means that we are the first. So we go for it.
the first and the only, no?
Yes.
Para Kabayan Radio lang.
Yeah.
Ayan. Since ito din, can you actually provide us an overview of what's I Am Filipina and its mission? Can we start with you, Miss Carla?
Yeah. So I Am Filipina is, as we mentioned, is a volunteer organization. It's a very informal organization. What we just want is to provide impact and support in empowering Filipinas in Qatar. So as we know, we're a very small number in Qatar, and if you divide that as well by gender, so Filipinas will be like a very small portion of that. And if we look at it as well, we know that there are a lot of Filipinas who has a lot of potential. And some of them are not supported, at work and outside work. So that's where we found our target audience. So yung may mga potential na maging leaders, supervisors, team leaders, or anyone Filipina na nag-aspire maging leaders sa organization or in what they do, and they're really good at it, that's what we want to support.
Okay. So I actually like the words that you've mentioned, yung impact and support. How do you plan to achieve that? How do you plan to guide and support the Filipinas here in Qatar?
So actually, we have only 3 pillars. We call it the 3 pillars. Like number 1, we are into community engagement. Number 1 is mentoring. Of course, we are here to do the mentoring program and coaching. And next is the community engagement. And next is the educational and training engagement as well. So we're going to educate the people how they will be able to achieve their lifetime vision in life, kung ano man yung vision nila, ang talaga yung tina-target nila sa career nila, yung career growth nila as well. And when it comes to give inspiration as well. So how we'll be able to, ito yung mga mentor na tinatawag natin is ito talaga yung well established na sila, not exactly well established, yung meron silang mga you can say that very very strong, and yung leadership skills nila is really they can train people, or they can command people as well, they can teach as well, and they can mentor other people as well to be like them. So it's just so now I'm not saying that our age is going longer. So we are into pass on the legacy. So we are into sharing what we have, yung mga napagdaanan namin, what we have experienced, so we are into pass on how they will be able to succeed in their career, in their current profession as well. So napakaganda ng program.
To share the learning.
Yeah.
Especially we believe na yung mga OFW, di ba, they are saying that I'm only in this position, so wala akong chance na maging ganito, maging mentor. No, you have a mentor. Probably hindi mo lang nakikita yung mag-excel sa strength mo, yung capability mo. But in the other hand, we can see your skills, we can see who you are, kung ano yung strength mo. That this strength or yung weakness mo, it turn to a positive aspect in your life.
Okay.
It turn to.
Okay, so how many people are currently part of the group?
A lot of women, Filipinas in particular, signify their interest. However, yun nga, medyo kasi sa atin, medyo mahiyain pa yung mga tao, and people were asking like, is it free? Or even if you say it's free, they're still shy to join. So it's okay because we have the pilot batch. We have 6 pairs at the moment, and it's ongoing now. So it's in their second month of mentoring.
Okay.
And we created a system in such a way that it's free, but we're serious about it because we want to measure the impact at the end. Oo, so merong sistema kaming ginawa and how to monitor the progress and yung mga mentoring meetings nila. So yeah, it's working well so far.
Okay. Well, since you mentioned about the mentoring and coaching, could you please elaborate kung ano yung mga programs na binibigay niyo sa mga sumasali po?
Okay. So mentoring, as we know, the traditional mentoring is there's a mentor, which is a senior person. In our case, it's all Filipinas, no? So yung may senior Filipina na established na siya in terms of her kagalingan on a particular skill. So meron ding mentee, which is the prodigy, yung junior, na gustong maging successful sa a particular skill or particular endeavor. So yung mentor na yon will have to meet with that person every month. They have to define the goals and susundan nila every month. For example, I want to improve my communication skills or my public speaking skills. So yun yung topic. Yun yung topic ng mentoring. So, the mentor will help the mentee, become confident, ano yung mga programs na pwedeng niyang salihan, ano yung mga dapat niyang books na pwedeng basahin to improve. So merong accountability. Both. On the part of the mentor, even if it's free, magigain din siya from the program. How? Magiging confident din siya on giving advice. Magiging organized din siya sa thoughts niya. Yung communication skills niya, and the most important thing is the active listening. So magbe-benefit talaga yung both parties. And apart from that, we will support them with more programs like communication skills training, stress management, time management. So itong group na to, although it's a very small group, we want it to be very successful. So we will provide them with all the resources. But this is all for free. Because we're tapping the Filipinas as well na magagaling dun sa craft nila. Maybe eventually, you can give us like a talk about public speaking or something like that.
It's actually a very good, there's something that you would like to add, Miss Anne? Yeah.
Which is what she said.
Okay, it's actually a very good initiative. But I was just wondering, what was the driving force? What drive you into, what pushed you into establishing this I Am Filipina?
Yeah. It's because someone believed in us before. So we became successful in our fields. We became confident as alam namin yung gusto naming marating sa buhay. And because someone believed in us before. Someone mentored us. So it's just passing on.
Paying it forward to
I
other.
believe it's paying forward.
Yeah.
All right, that's good to know. Pero since it's a mentoring approach yung gusto nyong magkaroon, so it's going to be limited to a certain number of people muna. And as you've mentioned, currently you have 6 pairs.
6 pairs already.
So 12 individuals. Is there like another program that you have that caters to a much bigger audience?
Yeah. It will be in September. We're going to launch a new set of a new batch. Will be in September, so in few days. So the registration, we're going to open the registration within this week again. Everybody can follow us on Facebook and check all the announcement and other details that we're going to post, kindly follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook which is I Am Filipina. Please like our page and you can see all the announcement when will be the second batch of the mentoring program.
Okay.
So at the beginning, we're going to start with a small group. And
Right.
we're going to check like what she said. So we're going to assess how would be the flow and the process. The results. So we want to have a result from the mentee and from the
Right.
mentors as well.
Right. So how long does the mentorship take?
It's actually 6 months.
Okay.
That's the ideal, based on studies. There are programs that are more than a year, but sometimes ang mahirap kasi is we're all expats, no? We don't know how long are we gonna stay in Qatar.
Yeah.
So 6 months would be an average okay. If we make it long, mamaya aalis na yung mentee or yung mentor.
Right,
So
right,
I think 6 months is manageable.
6 months. And how often do the mentees get to meet their mentors?
They have to meet every month.
Every month.
So we
okay.
have a
So it's basically how many?
six
meetings.
meetings.
Okay.
So we will have like a graduation at the
Yes,
end,
exactly.
sharing of stories.
Oh, that's nice.
It's actually a journey. It's a story. So at the end of this, we will provide. Actually, we will publish it. Like what was the story about this mentoring relationship? Paano sila nag-meet or paano sila naging successful? And sometimes kasi not just sometimes, most often mentoring becomes a friendship. So even after the mentoring a journey, nagiging magkaibigan sila.
Yeah, they can call them
nakakatuwa.
anytime at 9 o'clock in the
Exactly.
evening.
They will become best
I'm having a hard
friends.
time. May ganon.
Although we want the mentoring to be just focused on career development.
Exactly.
Alam mo na mga Pilipino at mga Pilipina, mga
Ma-emotional.
babae, minsan pag-uusapan na rin yung ibang topic. But we want
Taga-marites na din.
Si Marites siya kasi Marisol, magkasama na sila.
So sabi namin, okay, maybe after the session you can talk about something else, but focus on the goal.
Pero so far, diba, kasi kung halimbawang maliit pa yung group, there are some individuals din kasi. Like for example, madami mga career oriented din sila. But at the same time, meron silang family din dito, nag-aalaga ng mga kids. Tapos, syempre, wala naman din kasama sa bahay. So, ang daming ginagawa sa buhay, di ba? So, they don't have the time to really complete the 6-month mentorship program. Is there like any other, initiative or program that
Like
you do
short
have?
courses?
Like for example, 1-day or 2-day
courses,
seminars, do you
impacts,
also
yes.
hold that?
Yeah, we do. Sabi nga ni Anna, we have 3 pillars. First is the mentoring. Second is the educational trainings.
Okay.
So ito yung mga
Community engagement.
public. It's a public training na
I
open
see.
to anyone.
Okay.
Siguro they will attend they will have to pay for the food kung saan
Yeah.
kami.
Okay.
Pero the speaker will be free and everything will be free. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's something we're really preparing.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
that's something that's really, something that a lot of people are looking forward
For
to.
sure. Since you mentioned a while ago about September's event,
Yes,
I'm kind of interested if meron po ba tayong mga upcoming events aside from that, like activities or outreach programs?
Yes, we do have. So we're going to have an outreach program as well as once we completed this segment. I think this first batch, I think we already planned every month, so we're going to have a meetup. So we can see what's the progress, and then we will come up into another level of our program, which is we have also outreach, which is community engagement as well. So apparently we're talking about the other Filipino who are in our shelter, so we can help out to empower also, because there's a lot of women in the supervision of our POLO-OWA or migrant workers office. So we have a lot of ladies there, so we can also reach them. I think at this time they're having a dressmaking or something, so we can probably one of these days or one of this month, the first step that we're going to touch is with these ladies.
So they did
Skills
dressmaking
development.
programs. Oh, that's nice.
And entrepreneurship, most
Yes.
likely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we really wanted to start it small.
Yeah.
Small pero solid. Because we don't want this group to be just, mag-disengage lang after some time.
Right.
Correct.
Because it's a really good program, and
Yeah.
even if wala na kami ni Ana sa Qatar,
Yes,
they can
they can run it.
continue
They
the
cannot
program.
by themselves. So it's not about this is our own ownership. dito yung pag-aari namin or whatever. So sabi nga ni mayaman, ang yaman din naman ng I Am Filipina. So nagbibigay, sabi ko, ang yaman natin is mentoring lang. So after this, we're going to pass on whatever. We don't, it's a non-profit organization by the way, to inform everybody sa mga kabayan natin. It's a non-profit. So there's no membership fee as well. So the organization will run by itself. And then we have some sponsors. Maybe Carmela is one of the sponsors.
Siya na rin yung sponsor.
No, on the spot, ginawa, on air.
Para hindi maka-decline. Ganun yung invitation.
There's no money involved really kasi it's all about your time.
Yeah.
And time and effort. So
And
yung mga
sharing your
mentors,
skills.
And sharing your
basically.
skills, exactly.
your passion.
Your passion.
So this is not like the first time in the world. Some other organization does it, but we
Yeah.
researched that this is the first time in Qatar, and this is the first one in the Middle East. So
That's
we are very
nice.
proud of that.
Okay,
yeah.
just to clarify also now we step in. We step in and we launch I Am Filipina, but we don't own it, okay? Probably next year or other 2 years, RJ and you will be the heads.
Biglang na ganun.
The other friends or other mentor will be the head of this
Yeah, I would love to,
organization.
right? I mean, it's an honor.
Would they love to?
I'm not sure about it, but we'll ask.
Well, I'm sure they would love to.
It doesn't matter who heads it, no?
Yeah.
The important thing is we're providing impact to the
Exactly.
community.
And it's actually a collaborative effort naman of individuals, not just the mentors, but also the participants themselves, di ba?
It's not really Ana and I. It's the mentors actually. Kasi sila they're not paid to give advice. They're not mentored. They're not paid.
No
to,
one is paying them.
to spend their 1 hour a month. Because these are
That's correct.
busy women, professional women who are in their managerial position. And,
Right.
yeah, so.
It seems this is more of personal development and career development. Yung objective nito, no? Do you have like partnerships, collaborations
Yes.
with other organizations in Qatar? Lalong-lalo na mga headhunters. Kasi syempre yung mga mag-join dyan, parang gusto nila magkaroon ng career development. Do you also give guidance to them or do you collaborate with, private institutions in Qatar for them to achieve and then realize those dreams?
Actually, we are starting with PPOQ.
Okay.
So we step in with PPOQ, and we launched already I Am Filipina with them. Even the MWO, we
Okay.
launched MWO. Even to our Philippine embassy as well, we launched I Am Filipina. It was acknowledged by our honorable ambassador, Libet Puno. She attended our initial meeting. She was there. Thank
Okay.
you.
She's at my
ambassador. Thank you, Philippine ambassador. And of course, our first Secretary Consul General Kasano Sawajan. So we are into supervision of these people na talagang inaano natin na they are into our mentors kasi yung nasa senior level ng Filipino women, we can successful Filipino women as well. So ayun pa lang yung mga na-touch namin. So inshallah in the future we're going to meet other organizations. We're very much welcome to meet them and to share our.
Kasi we know our core, so if they need some help from us, we're open. So this is a good platform actually for other Filipino-based, Qatar-based organizations in the Filipino community. If you want mentoring programs for your organization, we can help you set it
Right.
up. Even at your workplace for free, we can because we created a system.
We created a
How-
like
Very generous.
like Carmela. This is her specialization. Like when she created a company, both of us both of us we are building a company. We organize the company. We set a rule. We set the management program. So I think our experiences would be enough to share those professional experiences when it comes to managing people and leaders, to develop leaders as well.
Oh, wow. Pero so far, kasi nag-start naman na yung first batch nung dun sa mentoring program ninyo. Meron na ba kayong mga naririnig na kumaga feedback from them? What things have changed in their life? Kumaga testimonial.
Yung progress nila.
Actually, we have a WhatsApp group within that first batch, and naririnig namin yung stories like, so they have to share actually their meetings, yung outcome ng meetings. One of the results was like, there's this I won't say the name, but she's an aspiring supervisor sa isang real estate company dito, pero hindi niya alam paano i-approach yung ibang nationalities. Kasi nauunahan siya ng takot,
Fear,
kaba.
yeah.
So alam niya yung work niya, pero hindi niya alam paano mag-approach dun sa mga attackers. Yung
Right.
tinatawag niya attackers.
Audience niya.
O parang pag sinabi na sa kanya, yo, you have to do this, but you know, she knows that the job should be the other way. She doesn't know how to approach that. So yung mentor naman, who's if I may say, she's very good, no? Her name is Elvi Reyes. She's been
Nag-drop ng name. Bawal daw.
she's been very she's very good. She's been here 20 years. So yun yung approach, tinuruan niya kung paano i-approach. For
Okay.
example, yung kanyang mentee. Oo. So yun yung pinag-aaralan nila ngayon, no? How to approach yung iba-ibang klase ng reactions, behaviors. So you cannot find a training for that.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah,
Right,
you need
right.
someone like an ate, no, to you know, to share her experience. Paano siya nag-survive sa Qatar? Paano siya nag-survive sa Middle East? Paano siya naging manager from being a staff? So ito yung mga advices na hindi natin mababayaran.
Right, that's good to know.
That's correct. And since we're talking about advices naman din, no, what would you give to young Filipinas this time? Okay? To aspire more, to succeed more in their careers, especially for those who are not yet open for becoming part of the I Am Filipina. Yung mga just looking at, you know, the outputs that you have for this organization.
All right, to the youngers, you know, kami young at heart. So to all our fellow Filipinas, sa mga aspiring Filipinas who wants to see their growth. So my advice is number one is know your vision in life. Ano yung magdadrive sa'yo into a good direction. So ano talagang want mo? Ano yung ambition mo in life? Ano yung gusto mo ma-achieve? So you have to focus in isa-isa lang, gradual lang. So, but to make sure na you will be able to hit the target kung ano talaga yung gusto mong i-achieve. So, let's say for example, you want to grow in your career. So, step by step, you have to study first what you want to do. Learn from experienced people. Get some motivation from people whom you are really seeing a very successful person na talagang whatever happens, talagang she stand up, you know, yung stand up in her own talagang person owned own develop siya by herself. And then so yun yung mga like our mentors. So you will be able to meet all those mentors na makita niyo talaga makakatulong sila sa career growth ninyo. So first you have to know your vision in life, yung direction natin. So focus in what you have. So you have to one accord and don't mind the other people who are dragging you down. So focus lang talaga kung ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve. Kasi if you're going to, alam mo yung mathematics, kasi for me it's mathematics, like 1 plus 1. You know mathematics approach, 1 plus 1. You add the person who's going to motivate you, and less the person who will not motivate you, who will demotivate you.
Okay, yeah.
So ayun lang,
That's
it's
a
a
very good
mathematics.
idea.
So 1 plus 1 and 1 minus 1.
Good
Yes.
concept. Good
Okay.
concept. And very good advice to the young people out there.
Yeah.
Pero balikan ko lang yung kanina, no? Yung binigay mong example about someone who's having challenges into advancing her career. So, nabanggit na kanina yung about fear of approaching yung mga target audience niya. What are the typical challenges na kinakaharap ng mga Filipino professionals dito?
Well, based sa experience ko, no, based on, kasi naging mentor din ako before here in Qatar. A lot of us are shy. No? Shy. We don't ask the right questions.
Okay.
No? And we initiate a lot, pero we don't follow through.
Okay.
Kulang tayo sa follow through. And maano tayo masigasig, pero kulang sa push. No?
Okay.
We have to be in front. We have to ask, otherwise we won't get it. No? And then that talks about confidence. So, well, if you know your craft, magaling ka sa craft mo, bakit ka nahihiya? Right? So
Yeah.
you have to put your foot forward, be the leader, no? Una sa sarili mo, and everything else will follow. Because if they see that you're really good in your craft, lahat ng notions nila about us, about kung ang sino ka, mawawala lahat yun. They
Right.
will start to respect you. It's all about respecting you, and then they will start believing in you, and then they will let you lead.
Actually, parang...
That's a great eye-opener.
Actually, hindi lang sa Filipina but I think
That's
that's
right.
for all Filipinos in general Kasi kumbaga, that has been like a culture na namana natin, na parang ganun na Even in the Philippines, na parang ang nangyayari is that if you don't get noticed or kumbaga may ginagawa ka, pero kung hindi ka napapansin, parang you just keep silent.
Yes.
And it is only once you are asked, tsaka ka lang magsasalita.
Yeah, sayang.
And of course, it may work in some cases back in the Philippines, but if you go outside, that's a different story. Especially now we are here in Qatar and we are in a very multicultural, multinational society. So you really have to speak up.
Yeah, so it's not really a competition about who's the best
Yeah.
among sino mang nationalities yan, but
It's just being heard.
yeah, and it's really competing against yourself.
Exactly.
So if you want to get the most out of being here in Qatar, about being anywhere anywhere else in the world, then you have to stand out. You have to believe in yourself, talk to yourself every day in the morning, I can do this. Sabi nga ni Ana, you have to have a vision, but that vision shouldn't stop kasi nahihiya ka or anong cultural background natin or masyado tayo magalang, no? There's nothing wrong with being magalang. Yung ma'am and sir, yes sir, yes
Yeah.
ma'am. No, but it's fine. But as long as, alam mo yung sarili mo, kaya mong trabahuhin ano yung scope ng job mo, and you have to keep on moving.
Right.
Hindi yung secretary ka, pagdating mo dito, secretary ka pa rin pag alis mo. So do something else. Like, even if it's not about secretarial, do something else. Volunteer. Makikita
Yeah.
mo yan.
Yes,
Makahanap mo.
volunteer.
Mahanap mo yung craft mo.
Actually,
And makikita niya na meron palang iba pang bagay bukod sa pagiging trabahante sa Qatar.
Right, exactly. And while you're just mentioning that, naalala ko bigla yung isa sa mga sinabi sa akin nung kumbaga naging mentor ko din when I was working for Georgetown University. And sabi niya, Filipinos are known for being timid, kumbaga shy. And sabi niya, buti na lang hindi ka ganun.
So was it a compliment?
Well, I don't know. Well, in that moment,
both.
in that moment, it was a
should be a
compliment.
compliment.
So kumbaga, nakilala talaga pala tayong ganun as Filipinos. So that's something that we have to overcome,
Yes,
I guess. And that's something that they can also try to learn new skills siguro sa
that's why
being part of the mentorship program.
Yeah. That's why we're really focusing on building that confidence. Kasi mabibilang lang natin yung mga Pilipina na nasa leadership positions
Right.
in Qatar. Entrepreneurs like Ana, managerial level. I think merong iba na nasa vice president or director level, pero mabibilang
Yeah.
mo sa kamay. So, sayang naman, no? Yung magagaling na kakastart lang or yung matatagal na hindi nakikita. So, with that, with that crowd, with this
Right.
group, hopefully it will give some impact.
Wow.
At since partner na pag-usapan naman dun, no, yung vision and mission, of course, ng I Am Filipinas. So how do you measure the success and effectiveness of I Am Filipinas program and initiatives po?
Well, first is yung core pillars, no? So we have like tinatawag natin key performance indicators. The first pillar is how many Filipinas have we touched, no? Yung mga na-mentor namin. How many successful programs. So how do we measure success? It will be based on the stories. No, kasi yung mentorship na yan, meron kaming tracker. So ano yung goals mo? Kailan mo siya gustong marating? Paano mo siya mararating? So may action plans.
Right.
That's
Tapos
right.
ano yung mga programs na kailangan mong gawin to do that? So that will be measured. So,
There will be certain evaluation.
yes, i-evaluate din nila kami as organizer. I-evaluate din nila yung mentor i-evaluate yung mentee. So it's like 360. For the events naman, it's like how many events did we conduct and ilan yung mga Pilipina na uma-attend.
Wow, this is something that's really good to know. Right now, we will just go on a very short break and then later on, pag-uusapan natin, paano nga ba makakatulong ang mga individuals, even organizations
Right.
to support I Am Filipino. So magbabalik po ang Usapang Qabayan once again only here
On your Kabayan Radio, 94.3.
Thank you.
Wala na yung music pa mo.
Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. Usapang Qabayan. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar. The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3. Matutunaw ka sa sarap ng Pizza Hot Melts. New, fresh, handheld, folded cheesy, loaded with your favorite pizza toppings. Perfect for lunch on the go. And mura lang 19 Qatari Riyals lang. Sulit, di ba? Ang laki niya? It's just for you. Di siya pizza kaya solo mo siya. Wow. Pizza Hot Melts. Cheesy. Ang sarap. Order na sa 44320320 or download Pizza Hut mobile app and enjoy our hot deals. Tuloy-tuloy ang pasabog ng Lulu Hypermarket dahil maaari kang manalo ng sangkatutak na premyo. 1.5 kilogram of gold, 100,000 Qatari Riyals, Lulu gift cards at gold and diamond vouchers na 100 and 250 Qatari Riyals. Wow. Sa bawat 100 Qatari Riyals na pinamili mo, may chance kang makasama sa 50 winners of gold na 30 grams bawat isa. 50 winners ng Lulu gift card na 2,000 Qatari Riyals bawat isa. Plus, gold and diamond vouchers worth 100 and 250 Qatari Riyals. Shopping na! Lulu, where the world comes to shop.
You're listening to the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar. 94.3 Qabayan Radio.
94.3. 94.3 Qabayan Radio.
Qabayan Radio.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
And all-time favorites.
The music.
Mga kababayan.
The entertainment.
I feel good.
A Filipino touch. Pinoy proud. Qabayan Radio. Qabayan Radio. 94.3. A variety of both original Filipino music, or OPM, and international music. Latest news, hot topics, and many more. 94.3 Qabayan Radio.
Baby, let's go.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar. 94.3 on your frequencies. Number one in your heart. Qabayan Radio 94.3.
The first and the only Filipino radio station in Qatar, Qabayan Radio 94.3.
Qabayan Radio 94.3. Loud and proud.
Mga kababayan.
Qabayan Radio 94.3.
Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online. Dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM.
You are still tuned in to Qabayan Radio 94.3 and this is Usapang Qabayan. Kasama po ako si Kenzo.
Andy, mga kabayan. And of course, ating mga guest, Miss Annalisa Diet
Hello.
and Miss Carmela.
And earlier, just before we went on break, nagtanong ako, so how do individuals and organizations as well can contribute and support I Am Filipina?
If I go first. So yeah, as we said, we're non-profit. We're not collecting any money. We don't really need donations because this is all about skills, talents, and time. What we want other Filipino organizations to help, how they can help us is just spread the word, and volunteer and join us, no? Become a mentor. So yung mga members nyo ng mga Filipina, if they're successful and some of them are aspirants, so join us. So we don't want to replicate yung ginagawa namin. mag-join forces na lang tayo kasi isa lang naman din yung objective natin.
Right.
And yung objective na nagawa namin ni Ana is very specific, very niche nga, no? So, magandang masuportahan siya para maging sustainable. And for example, other organizations like you, maybe you can invite us again to pagkatapos ng first batch so they can share their stories.
Right.
So, para mas marami tayong ma-inspire.
Right.
So, I think that's it.
Yeah, this is gonna be the fruit. Our first batch will be our fruits.
It's the sense of volunteerism. It's not more of the money or
Right.
kung ano man,
Right.
but it's more of like mag-volunteer ka. If you know that you are capable of sharing it to other people, other women here in Qatar, then go for it.
Yeah.
Are you currently also looking for mentors?
Yes, we do.
The application forms, it's an online application, so they can start because
Okay.
may criteria din doon.
So kumbaga hindi lang menti ang hinahanap nyo ngayon, pati mga mag-mentor.
For the
That
second
ano na.
batch,
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Pati mga trainer siguro, ano?
Yes, we're looking for speakers, Filipina speakers who are very good in their craft. So if magaling po kayo sa pag-provide ng training in terms of, for example, time management,
Decision dynamics. Time management.
Leadership,
Communication
supervisory
skills.
skills. So anything po that would help other Filipinas to be confident and
Communication.
and communication
Why not?
skills.
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance, yes.
Para mas gusto ko doon. Work-life balance.
Kailangan
Parang-
nga yan. Kasi sabi mo nga kanina, yung mga Filipinas din naman, hindi lang just pumupunta dito para mag-work. Most of them may families rin. So, work-life balance would be a very good topic.
All right, that's very good to know. So, in the next few months, what do we get to expect from I Am Filipino? Of course, apart from seeing the fruits of your labor the past couple of months, pakikita na natin, di ba, yung culmination sa mga nangyari do sa first batch. What else do we expect from I Am Filipino in the coming months?
So actually we already decided to have a graduation as well. And then yung mga outcome ng mga progress, yung mga talks nila or yung mga sessions that they have been through, and then they're going to share kasi actually may mga sila parang compilation ng mga talks ng mga mentors, and then yung advices, and then yung progress. So we're going to share it to public.
Yeah, we will also have trainings for the mentors, no? Kasi
Okay.
not a lot of them got trainings about becoming an effective mentor. So, meron kaming training for them to become getting some, information and skills about active listening, providing advice, become, confident in providing advice. So, may mga ganong kaming short talks, mga parang kapihan. So, mga 30 minute to 1 hour sharing kamusta yung experience mo last month being a mentor, ano yung mga struggles mo. Kasi yung ibang mentor, it would be easy for them, especially if their background is HR and coaching. Pero yung iba naming mentors, engineers, architects. So very
Train the
technical.
mentors.
So the way for them to learn is to share with each other. So we will have monthly meetings with them, providing them skills as well. And kasi sila talaga yung core, sila yung heart. No?
So hindi lang pala siya beneficial for the mentees, but also for the mentors.
Yes.
Ano?
Exactly.
They would also learn something new.
Yes. Yeah. So we're inviting, sabi nga namin, magagaling na speakers about this topic. And then we will also have monthly training programs, work-life balance, time management, stress management, and all of that. So it's just going to be an hour of gathering in a certain venue. So yung mga gusto din pong, may mga venues dyan na pwede naming magamit, that would be very helpful. Para wala na pong babayaran yung mga participants.
Right. That's good to know. And para po sa inyo, ano yung pinaka-rewarding sa ganitong initiative? What's the most rewarding part of it?
Personally, I want to see more Filipinas in leadership positions. Kasi we are naturally caring individuals. No, apart from being good in what we do, maraming mahuhusay na Pilipina talaga, no? Kaya lang napupunta siguro yung mga types of jobs na nandito sa Qatar, hindi talaga tayo nagsha-shine masyado. Kasi I would say the jobs that are available are, majority, honestly speaking, are, frontliners. So, meron dyan na merong leadership skills. Meron dyan na nangangarap umangat. No? And yun yung gusto ko makita. So, by the time I left Qatar, I want to see more Filipinas who are
Retiring age ka na ba?
Not necessarily. We don't know, right? So,
Early retirement daw.
why not? That would be
Retiring age
nice.
na kami.
Kasi madami ng pera.
Yeah.
Retiring age na.
I want to see more Filipinas na maraming Pilipinas na may dream, no? Yung hindi lang nagstay as they are as when they entered
Right.
Qatar, no? Hindi lang yung parang lilipat lang ako ng job, but same. I want more confident Filipinas. I want more Filipinas na makakausap ko na magsi-share ng okay, I jump from this to this, or
Okay.
I change my career from this to
Or hindi lang pumunta dito at
Yeah.
sabihin na tapusin nila contract ko and then uuwi na ako.
Yeah.
Because I've already
Stagnant na sila being a worker.
Yeah, kung baga na-fulfill ko na yung pag-abroad ko at nakaipon na ako ng gusto kong
Tapos
maipon,
uuwi na.
tapos uuwi na.
Yeah.
But so it's really more on just the monetary aspect. But of course, there's something else more than that.
Yeah.
And it's about career development, advancement, personal development as well.
To change their
It
life.
has to be meaningful kasi pag uwi nila ng Pilipinas, ikukwento nila yun sa mga anak nila na okay, natapos ko yung kontrata ko sa Qatar. And then what? I mean, what other meaningful experience did you had in Qatar? Nangarap ako tapos nakuha ko siya, or may nakilala ako, ganito lang siya pero dati ganito siya, tapos naging ganito siya. So these are meaningful experiences na pagtanda natin, maalala natin na okay, we touch lives.
Changing lives.
Well, actually, natuwa ako nung may binanggit ka na girls. Kasi I think your organization might also evolve not only into helping Filipino women who are already, in their careers, but also young girls.
Yes.
Diba? In the future, may
In the
mga,
future.
may mga
May
mga
sila.
training programs na para sa mga kids,
I like this one.
Yung
I like
ate
this
system,
idea.
no?
Oo.
Yeah,
Oo, wag ka-
ate sister.
Kasi parang, sabi nga nila, di ba, train up a child pa lang para mas maging successful. So, I think you're gonna go there in the near future.
Hopefully.
And then,
Yeah,
hopefully.
in the near future. Kasi
I actually
nababanggit na yung
practice
mga
it 'cause
ganun eh.
my daughter is here, so she goes with me in every activity that I do. So nai-inspire siya. So tama ka, the young girls, mas maganda talaga mag-umpisa.
Let them
There
discover
will be a next
it.
generation.
Pag
Yeah.
nakita nila yan,
Yes.
they'll just follow.
Yeah. Meron na mother and daughter siguro na mentorship.
Diba?
Di ba?
Mother and
Pwede,
daughter,
that would be a
pwede.
great idea.
Magkasama sila.
Si mommy yung mentor and then mentee yung
Yes.
daughter,
Pwede,
di ba?
pwede. With the
Pwede yun.
supervision, of course, of other
yeah, of
people in
course.
your group. But anyway, I'm sure there are a lot of people who are interested into knowing more about your organization. How do they get to reach you? How do they get to know more information?
Yeah. So we have one platform which is Facebook,
Facebook.
as Anna said.
Yeah.
Andun kami. We'll answer you. We have the link there for WhatsApp and the Messenger. So kung may tanong po kayo, we'll be there to answer. So I am Filipina. It's in Facebook.
All right. And wala pa tayong Instagram as of the moment? Or are we opening our
Wala
hearts for that as well?
Actually, yeah. Nag-post kami a few months ago that we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for a social media volunteer which will do the, marketing.
Yeah.
We also are looking for like volunteers for community engagement
Okay.
and someone to head the mentoring eventually.
Okay,
For
that's good
social
to know.
media.
Can also men do
Take part.
support the organization?
Yes, they
Kasi
can
baka yung mga
support. Yeah.
husbands since
Pwede
andun
din
na yung
sila,
asawa
right?
nila,
Husband.
magsusupport na rin yung asawa. Baka pwedeng tagaluto, pang snacks, mga ganyan.
I am Filipino.
or siguro taga-ayos ng social media.
Yeah,
Katulad
yes,
ng sabi niyo
opo.
kanina.
Yeah, sure.
The behind the scenes.
Yung behind the scenes.
Definitely, yeah.
So everything is like open at the moment
Yes.
for possible
Yes.
support that you can get from the
Yes,
community.
yes.
All right, that's good to know. That's good to know. Do you have any last messages para sa mga nakikinig sa
Yes.
atin ngayon sa radyo and mga nanonood na rin sa atin sa Facebook?
Okay.
Miss Annalisa.
So, alright. So, to our fellow Filipinas out there na gusto talagang mag-grow in their career, mag-excel sa career na whatever they having right now. So, we are here to help you, to give you some mentors to guide you and to to achieve your goal in life, and to give you inspiration, to motivate you as well. And then we believe kasi na even we are just in a rank and file situation sa career natin, we believe na yung career growth natin, we can achieve whatever we want through our hard work. And syempre yung hard work kasama yung perseverance doon, and find your ways to grow. So probably we are here to help you to grow in your current career. So we're not saying we're going to give you a career, but we're here to support your passion
Yeah.
All right.
and build your career as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Miss Annalisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what advice is just don't stop Don't stop dreaming at all. So, regardless kung gaano pa yung kataas, gaano ka-impossible yung pangarap nyo, continue nyo lang po. Kasi, sabi nga nila, the universe will conspire. No? Will conspire for you to reach that goal. And pag alam mo kung saan ka pupunta, pag binacktrack mo yan pabalik, kaya mo na yung imapa. No? And the only way to do that is know the people that can help you.
Yes, exactly.
No? And network.
Right network.
Yeah, right network and back up nyo ng education. So don't stop learning.
Yeah.
Kasi yun nga, gusto nating marating, pero kung hindi tayo back up ng proper skills and education, yun, medyo mahirapan tayo sa competition. Kasi yun nga, ang dami ding competition for a particular job or a particular position na gusto natin. So yun, don't stop dreaming, start educating, don't stop learning, and network, no? Huwag tayong mahihiya. Start
Proper network.
Yeah. Look for mentors.
Yeah, look for mentors
Yeah.
and proper network. So
Yeah.
yung mga, di ba, may mga during off days natin. So instead of you are just sitting at home or sleeping, find your ways to be productive. You know, we are here. So if you get boring in your life because you're just an OFW and you have work, yung daily routine natin maging stagnant, to become a stagnant person. So let's avoid that. So we have to find our growth. Nothing is impossible talaga if you really want to find your growth.
Right, right.
I
How about
agree.
you, partner? Meron ka bang advice?
Not yet part of I Am Filipina, but I will be soon.
Wow.
So I'll just save my
Your-
last
your-
message to the next interview na lang.
Anyway, it has been a pleasure to have you here in the
po.
studio.
Our
Marami
pleasure.
kaming natutunan.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure marami ding natutunan ang ating mga nakikinig, mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. And I'm sure may mga kapamilya kayo, mga kaibigan na nanonood. Meron po ba kayong gustong batiin?
Hello, PIIQ family.
I want to say hello to my daughter Marla and my mom Marlet who's here with me.
Okay.
May gusto din akong batiin.
Hindi ka nagpatalo, partner.
Yes, kasi nakikiview sila ngayon all the way
Okay.
from the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
We have Trisha, Ploy, we have James, Justine, and Capino.
Alright.
Ayan. And of course, Kuya Arvin. Yan, nakaview sila ngayon.
Alright.
Hello mga kuya
Guest.
and ate.
May gusto pa po kayong batian? Miss Annalisa? May gusto pa po? Like, okay na? Alright. Thank you so much once again. On behalf of Qabayan Radio, we are...
Thank you, Kabayan Radio. Thank
Yeah.
you, RJ,
Yeah, it
Kenzo,
is-
and RJ. Auntie.
Yeah, it has been a pleasure to have you here in the studio, and I do hope for the success of I Am Filipina.
Thank you
And
so much.
naniniwala kami that when we come together into collaborating with each other, especially kilala naman natin ang mga Pilipina talagang malakas ang loob at may mga skills din. It's just so happened that sometimes you need to be part of that group of people na nagsusuportahan kayo sa isa't isa. And that's what we are seeing and hearing from you tonight. And we wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we hope to have you again soon.
Oh yes, we will. Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know how we can support you. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here.
Inspire, achieve,
Motivate.
I am Filipina.
Yes, ayan ang kanilang goal.
Palakpakan naman natin!
And once again, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you,
here at
Ardy.
Usapang Qabayan. My name is Kenzo.
My name is Andy,
And you are still tuned in to Qabayan Radio
94.3. Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Bibigyang linaw ang mga usaping nagbibigay ng interes sa mga kababayan. Sasagutin ang mga katanungan tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa mga overseas Filipinos. Magbibigay ng mga impormasyon at kaalaman para sa mga mamamayan. Ito ang Usapang Qabayan! Usapang Qabayan! Sabayang mapapakinggan sa radyo at mapapanood live online dito lang sa Qabayan Radio 94.3 FM. We are online for you 24/7. The People's Radio Station, Qabayan Radio 94.3. You are listening to Qabayan Radio 94.3, the first and only Filipino radio station in Qatar.
Keep listening. Keep listening. Stay where you are. Live online